Moving map, Viper shouted into his mask. I don't know where the border is. I'm flying blind. It wasn't just the military. Across the globe, the disruption of the GNSS, Global Navigation Satellite System, constellations, caused chaos. In London, Uber drivers stared at blank phones. In the Atlantic, automated container ships drifted off course. In New York, the high-frequency trading algorithms of Wall Street, which relied on GPS atomic clocks for microsecond timing, crashed the stock market. The smart world had been built on a foundation of signals from space, and now the sky was broken. The return of the analog deep in the Karakoram Mountains, Major Vikram Singh looked at his ruggedized tablet. It displayed a no-signal error. The Blue Force tracker, the system that told him where his friends were and where the enemy was dead. He looked up at the sky. It looked the same as it always did, cold, indifferent, starry, but he knew the invisible web was gone. Sergeant! Vikram yelled over the wind. Break out the paper maps. Get the prismatic compasses. The satellites are gone. The young soldiers looked at him with confusion. They had trained on digital tablets. They had learned to fight with a god's eye view. Now they were being told to fight like their grandfathers in 1999, using contour lines, magnetic north, and gut instinct. The artillery won't be accurate, Vikram warned. No more Excalibur rounds. We're back to bracketing fire. We have to spot the fall of shot ourselves. A kilometer away, the PLA unit facing them was having the same problem. Their iron soldiers, the robotic dogs, stood frozen in the snow. Without the high-bandwidth link to the Xinghuo AI via satellite, they were just expensive paperweights. The sophisticated algorithm that allowed them to navigate complex terrain had been severed. The Chinese commander kicked the frozen robot. Useless junk! Infantry! Fix bayonets! We do this the old way. The fog of war. The war, which had begun as a hyper-technological duel of systems, had devolved into a brawl. The precision was gone. The surgical strikes were impossible. Now, when a shell was fired, it landed somewhere. Collateral damage, which had been minimized by guidance chips, became the norm. In the village of Chushul, a shell intended for an artillery battery landed on a school. There was no satellite to guide it, no drone to correct it. Just physics and wind. Vikram watched the smoke rise from the valley floor. He felt a profound sense of tragedy. The technology was supposed to make war cleaner, faster, more humane. Instead, its destruction had made war clumsy, brutal, and indiscriminate. The view from the bunker. In Beijing, General Zhang stared at the black screens in his command center. The transparent battlefield he'd built his entire doctrine around was dark. We blinded the giant, Zhang whispered, but we blinded ourselves too. Sir, his aide said, the Americans are on the hotline. They are furious. They say the debris field has destroyed 3 of their spy satellites. They are threatening to enter the conflict if we launch another ASAT. Zhang laughed, a dry, humorless sound. Enter the conflict. With what? Their Tomahawks use GPS. Their carriers use GPS. We have dragged everyone down into the mud with us. Now, the winner will be the one who knows how to fight in the mud. The innovation of necessity. Back in Bangalore, Aruna Reddy wasn't giving up. The ISTRAC center was chaotic, but she was finding a solution. We can't use the satellites, she told her team, but we have the pseudo-lights. It was an experimental project. High-altitude, solar-powered drones designed to act as local GPS towers. They could fly at 60,000 feet above the weather and beam a navigation signal to a localized area. Launch the HAPS, High-Altitude Platform Station. Swarm, Aruna ordered. Get them over Ladakh. Give Major Singh his eyes back, even if it's just for a few hours.